Hi everybody and welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So today I have a weekly wrap up for you, but it's mostly just a book haul. I've read 1.5 books this week, which was terrible, but that's okay. Better than nothing. So the book that I read, let's just talk about them really fast because then I could talk about the books that I just got in the mail, which is exciting. So let's just talk about the one book and then we'll get moving. So the one book that I finished was Uprooted by Naomi Novik. After I finished that last video that you saw me in, I went to Patrick and I said, help me pick out another book. I have no idea what I want to read. So he comes over to my bookshelf and he goes, how about this one? This one looks nice. And I was like, okay. Wasn't sure if I was in the mood for fantasy at the time, but I tried it. I mean, it's gorgeous, and I didn't really like it. I gave it like 2.5 stars. This follows a village where every 10 years the dragon comes to take someone up to his castle. Dragon's actually really a wizard, not a real dragon, which I just found out. And the reason why he does this is to kind of protect the village because there is something called the Woods that is like terrorizing the villagers. Like if you go into the woods, basically you're going to get corrupted and you're going to die. Pretty much. So it follows our main character. She thinks that her friend is going to get chosen, but little does she know something else is going to happen instead. And it follows her journey through things, and I wasn't really crazy about it because in the beginning, like I felt like it was okay. It was really slow. Like it wasn't one of those page turner books for me. But it started to get way too wordy, and at the end I was dragging. Like this took me multiple days to get through because I just wasn't reading it quickly and it just kind of dragged. I felt like it was very wordy, but it wasn't as wordy as I was thinking because when I was first, I really get nervous with fantasy in general, especially adult fantasy. I usually stay away from it. I was nervous that I wasn't going to be able to understand what's happening, and I kind of like understood what was happening, but I felt like I just didn't want to know what was happening. Like I felt like I didn't care for any of these characters. I felt like I cared for one character and she wasn't even our main character. But I felt like there's a lot of action that was not necessary. Like it was just action for the sake of having action. A lot of dull moments of nothing really happening. So it was either like all this action for no reason or like all this like non-existent action. And I don't know, I wasn't 100% sold on it. I've been talking about like how I'm going to unhaul on a weekly basis, and I'm very torn whether or not I want to keep this. I know I said that I shouldn't keep books because of their covers, but I really, really want to keep this one because of the cover. So we'll see what happens if this shows up in a future unhaul. Then my half book that I started reading this weekend, I ended up getting a box of books. 2 books. I don't know. I made it sound like there was a lot. From the Fiction Guild, and I got so excited with this package. Like, so excited. Because I always get really excited when I get review books of books that I actually know about and what they are. So I got If I'm Found by Terry Blackstock, which I just said was by Terry Blackstock. I meant to say it's from the If I Run series. This is book 2. I received If I Run from them last year, and I loved it. I'm halfway through it right now. I'm going to finish it tonight. I started this last night and I thought it was going to be one of those books that I can get through in one night, but then I got so tired. I'm so excited to have this book. This follows, well, not this one in particular, well, kind of, but the first book follows this girl and her friend turns up murdered and all signs point to her. So she kind of escapes and runs away before the police can get to her. And she's got there's a whole bunch of interconnecting parts to this, but it also follows another guy who was the victim's old friend. The family hires him to track her down, and he's got his own drama going on and how they kind of interconnect and basically cat and mouse chase, but a whole bunch of other intricate parts going on at the same time. I don't want to say anything that's going to spoil it, but it's really good. A little bit of Christian fiction going on in it. She doesn't believe, but the PI does believe, so kind of him trying to convince her to just put her faith in God too. So there is a little bit of that Christian fiction in it, but I really enjoy the series. I squealed so hard when I got this one because I forgot it was coming out. So really excited for this one and excited to see how this finishes. I really like it so far, so yeah. Then the second book that came in that box was The Memory of You by Catherine West. She is the author of, hope it's in there, The Things We Knew, which I got sent to me last year as well. Read it, really enjoyed it. So excited to get to this one. I can't remember what this book is about. I think this girl, her twin sister passes away and she kind of like leaves town, doesn't come back for years and years. And then the grandfather passes away and now she has to deal with taking care of the land. I think it's a vineyard. So she comes back and I think she wants to sell it or something like that, but her family like doesn't want her to sell it. Or no, her father wants her to sell it and like other people like don't want her to sell it. So it sounds like there's going to be a love interest possibly. I don't know, I'm really excited, and I love this cover. The colors are just fantastic, and I cannot wait to get to this one either. Then a while ago, I also got 2 other books from the Fiction Guild, and I kept forgetting to show them to you. The first book was Some Small Magic. I think this is about a boy who, like, has, I'm like not reading it. Apparently he has a broken body. I'm not sure what that means. And he gets like really upset and he like doesn't want his mom to know he's upset. And one day like he kind of like runs away from home because he finds out about his father who he thinks is dead but isn't. So he kind of wants to go find him. And I have a feeling there's got to be some magical realism going on in this book. But I'm not 100% positive. So if you want more information about this book, I would just recommend going and read the synopsis yourself because I don't really remember what this is about. But the cover is fantastic, if I don't say so myself. And even like comes into the back. But yeah, so that's that one. And then from the Fiction Guild, I also got The Illusionist's Apprentice by Christy Cambrin. And I believe this follows the apprentice to Harry Houdini. And I guess this is like after he's passed away or something like that. And she tries to like pretend that she was never his apprentice kind of thing. But then I guess something happens tragically to like the Harry Houdini's like rival. And the FBI kind of looks to her for answers. So that could be interesting as well. I'm not 100% crazy about this cover. I feel like the Fiction Guild sent us this thing about trying to figure out like what cover should go on this book. And I didn't think this one, but this one won. It's very interesting. I love how it feels though. It's actually really, really soft. That's that one. And then I have 2 books from the Amazon website. I don't know why I said it like that. But I got The Adjustment by Suzanne Young. This is the 5th book. It says right on it. Book 5. And here I am like questioning it. It's the 5th book in the program series thing where they do 2 companion novels for the regular series, 2 companion novels as the prequel, and now we have 2 companion novels for the postquel. I don't know. I know this follows 2 different characters in the program and 2 different characters from the Remedy. So that's interesting. They changed the covers, which are interesting. I hope they still match. I know that my other ones don't have this thing going on, but you could tell that they changed the covers based off the back. Like the second one looks different, the Remedy, the Epidemic, they all look different except the program still kind of looks like that. I'm also really disappointed. I know they stopped doing this a while ago, but like, remember the program when it first came out and it was gorgeous and it had like a picture in here? What happened? I don't get it. Like, I feel like when you've got something good going on, why would you stop? But yeah, I'm really excited to pick this up. I just finished the Epidemic a couple months ago to get myself back on track for the series, so I'm really excited to see where this baby goes. And then the other day I decided to pre-order a book, and I thought I was pre-ordering 2 books because I was like, I know I'm on a book buying ban, but you know I'm allowed to pre-order books. So pre-ordered the book, and I thought I was pre-ordering this one too, and then I realized it was actually already out, but it was like $10. So if you want this book, you should probably go check it out because I think it might still be like $10. And that is Alex Approximately by Jen Bennett, and I believe this is kind of like a retelling of You Got Mail with like Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, and I love that movie. And this cover is fantastic, and it's summery, and I love it. And I'm really excited. I feel like this is about two characters. They're probably teenagers. They meet online, love each other, but meet in person and hate each other, and how their paths are going to cross. That's my prediction. But yeah, look how pretty. I'm so excited. So yeah, those are the books that I hauled / read this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys hopefully really, really soon. I'm hoping that this weekend I could possibly film another video that is not a weekly wrap-up or not a haul. I'm really excited to get some recommendation videos out and different things like that. So if you have anything that you would like to see, please let me know down below, and I will try to do what you like. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye, everybody.